What up, y'all? It's PBJ, back at it again with another video. So, just want to come on here, talk to y'all for a minute, tell y'all some thoughts, some feelings, share an experience with you, a moment in time. I'll never get this moment in time back, so sharing it with y'all seems like a cool thing to do. So, it's late at night, it's pretty cold, I'm sitting here alone, as usual, and I'm pondering. And I've gotten so far in my pondering these days that I don't really think when I ponder. I just feel feelings and allow them to flow freely through me. And how to explain it best is that I don't sit there and think things with with words in my brain late at night when I'm on these walks. I'd rather just feel feelings and know and understand what those feelings are, if that makes sense. I love walking around at night, looking at things, going on cool adventures. I've always loved adventuring. It's one thing that I'm always going to love forever because I can do that alone. I could do it whenever I want, and it's fun. I love exploring. And what I wanted to say to y'all is don't let anybody let your flame die out. And what I mean by that, I've said it before, but I'll say it again in maybe some different words. There's going to be a lot of people out there that they do not wish the best for you because they do not think the best of themselves. Now, what does that mean? Well, when someone loves something so much, love is the most closely related thing to hate, because all hate comes from love. In my opinion, you have to first love something in order to hate it. And you have to first come from a place of caring to hate as well. Now, people will feel inferior for many reasons. Because, especially nowadays on social media, they got y'all looking at only people's good times. You never see anybody with a frown on social media, let's be real. They're only showing you the good side of things. They want you to think a certain thing about them. Now, the problem with this is that's not how the real world is, right? We need bad feelings, we need bad emotions in order to be one with ourselves. Now, a lot of people like to turn to drugs, turn to alcohol, turn to things in general in order to drown out these bad feelings. I've never done that. I never will do that because I just don't agree with that mentality. I have simply dealt with every bad feeling I've ever had, no matter how potent. And let me tell you from firsthand experience, it's not easy. But what I'll also tell you is that my foundation, because of that mentality, is now built on concrete, whereas others' foundation is built on sand. I want to shout out one of my best friends for helping me come up with a specific wordage to eloquently deliver how I felt about it. And it's true that the way that you feel, you will project that into everything that you do, whether you realize it or not, even if you're trying to drown it out. When you turn to drugs and alcohol and all these things when you're really sad, you're just projecting how sad you are by doing these things. And it's the same thing like when you see a really cocky person. It's not that they're truly cocky, because if they were really just able to process their own ability and not take anybody down, that would be confidence. But the reason it's cockiness is because they feel insecure about their ability. They feel inferior. Therefore, they want to make everybody else feel bad with cockiness. It's the same thing about bullies, right? You ever hear the saying, hurt people hurt people? That's why. They're projecting how they feel into what they're doing. Now, a lot of these people that do this, they will never admit that, right? The hardest battles are found when you look inwards. Everybody want to look to everything for happiness, man. They want to look outside, outside, outside. Happiness, it's found on the inside. And it's been within you all along. And you realize that when time and time again you chase things that you thought would make you happy, and when those things go away, your foundation is crippled. It crumbles to the very ground, and you feel that you have nothing. But the reality is you always have yourself. Happiness comes from yourself. And once you're happy with yourself and being able to spend that alone time, being able to do things you enjoy with no insistence on the outcome of those things that you enjoy. So if I go to the park, right, I'm going to go to the park because I love going to the park. I'm not going to go to the park expecting something of it. Does that make sense? And when I do that, anything that happens is joyous. And whether or not something happens, it's joyous because I truly enjoy what I'm doing. It's like that saying, right? The man who loves walking will walk farther than the man who loves the destination. I love that saying. I absolutely love that saying. The reason why I love that saying is because it just goes right along with having no insistence on the outcome. You just love what you do and everything else will come. I'm telling you. And it takes a lot of courage to do that though, right? Because you're afraid of what people might think about you, right? Like let's say you want to start playing an instrument and you have this friend group, right? You tell them, oh, I'm going to start playing the guitar. And they all immediately just naysay you. Why would you try to start playing the guitar? No way you'll ever get good at it. Just give up. And that's that sense of inferiority that's where they're speaking from. That's the place that has generated what they have said to you. It's really unfortunate that people act out in that manner, because if we just realize that everybody has something to offer, everybody has a great, bright light shining from them all the time, we wouldn't feel the need to do any of that, to tear others down, to make ourselves feel better about that inferior feeling. But the thing is, right, these people, they truly believe that they don't have a light shining from them, so they want to take your light. And they try to make you forget. They try to make you not believe that you have that bright shining light. Now, I have a quote from an unlikely source. I don't remember the exact quote. It was from, I believe, one of the new Cars movies. Maybe Cars 3, Cars 4, I'm not sure. It was a while ago. But essentially, the main character says to one of the other main characters in the movie, he sees something in you that you don't even see in yourself. And when you start to think about things that way, you realize how much power you actually have. So, that'll be my message for this video on my adventure, my late night walk. I hope it touched your heart. I hope that you resonate with what I had to say. It came from my heart. And, you know, I've dealt with this a lot in life where people, they try to tear me down a lot. I've had it happen many, 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 many times in my life. But because my foundation is built on concrete, I don't let it cripple me. It's like this other saying, it's okay to cry, but you have to move on. And that's true. It's okay to be hurt about something that somebody else did to you, or something that happens to you. However, you have to move on. There's no shame in being weak. The shame is in staying weak. So, like I said, I hope everything I had to say touched your heart, because it came straight from mine. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Those 2 words I say at the end of every single video. Stay jacked. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.